God, I'm fucking fat.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hi, welcome to Two Ordinary Nerds. Actually, Two Ordinary Cakes. Podcast where two ordinary fat nerds talk about cake. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. What are you eating today?
I'm eating some cream pie mixed in with some chocolate cake. Mix it all together in a shake.
What are you drinking then?
Today, I'm drinking on a Voodoo Ranger.
It's an IPA from New Belgium. It's the same company that does make Fat Tire.
It's a good beer.
And then see how it tastes. Oh wow,
it's good.
It's very aromatic.
It's not super poppy, but it's
really good.
It's a light IPA.
Yeah, it's really good. It's smooth, like a Ranger, like a Voodoo Ranger. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, this week nothing really happened. So we're not gonna talk about anything.
Nope, that was it. We just had the intro and we're done.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yes.
All right. Well, follow us at Two Ordinary Nerds.
Follow us at Game of Thrones Didn't Matter This Week at All.com. Alright, so I guess we're going to talk about the rest of Game of Thrones.
We're going to focus on the finale.
Well, we're going to focus,
You want to talk about it a little bit?
Huh?
You want to talk about a little bit of everything of the season, or you just want to focus on the last episode?
we should talk about episode 9 also, about like them capturing the White Walker also, but it's just overall a culmination of what we want to talk about. I got a list, and that's what we're going to go through.
Alright, so just get in bed with your aunt and listen to this nice podcast.
Alright, so
what do you thought overall of the season? Before we jump in, what do you think overall the season? Not a specific, yes, as a season.
It was a good season. It was definitely one of the better seasons. It wasn't... Season 6 is still the best season, but I would definitely say season
3 is still better than this one. So I think mine is 6 and 3. 5 comes... I don't know. It's
5 would have... Just because of Hardhome, 5 is definitely second place.
But it wasn't a bad season, but it's being number 4 or 5th is not an insult. It's just like that's how good this show is. Like, it's hard to become a good season.
If we were ranking episodes, I would definitely say the 4th episode of this season is in the top 5. The one with the Dothraki fighting Jaime and all them.
Top 5?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a really good episode.
The Battle of the Bastards, the Red Wedding, the
Hard
Home. There's too many good ones to count. But alright, so I liked it.
I liked this season.
It didn't bother me. The critics are saying it was too short, there was too much flying.
I think that what they could have done is done 10 episodes instead of the 7, but give us more character dialogue. Or at least 8 episodes.
That doesn't bother me. Like, we know the characters already. There wasn't any new characters. There wasn't no need to, I think the little subtleties that they did and the characters that really matter, we got enough. And I think this season, the actors, all of them, did a great job. It was fantastic, but...
I guess we're just going to dive into some of the big stuff. I guess I'll try to go in chronological order from this stuff happening. We'll see how that goes. So first off, I guess just I want to touch on episode 9 a little bit about their mission to the north and them not having a lot of people that died, and then, of course, the big death, which was Viserion, the dragon dying. Mm-hmm. So what'd you think about that episode? I thought it was a good episode, but it was, I felt like more characters should have died.
Yeah. It didn't seem like Game of Thrones. You normally don't get out of those type of situations.
Oh, no.
And this season has been people getting out of those situations too frequently.
Yeah, like Jaime didn't get killed by Drogon. Bronn didn't get killed by Drogon.
Yeah, and then Jaime didn't drown.
I guess Jaime more so would have probably...
Jaime survived a lot of... we will talk about more in the final episode, because I thought that he was going to die.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, wow, what a way to die. But we will talk about it later. I liked it. I understood it.
It was cool. I mean, I like seeing all of them fight together, and I like how they used Gendry.
Yeah, he did. I hope he has a little bit more in the next.
Oh, he will. I guarantee you, he's probably for the weapons and shit. At least.
Yeah, but my thing is, I wish they portrayed time a little bit better, because I don't think that I think Gendry basically ran like nonstop for a day.
Yeah, because it took him a day to get to that
I think
spot.
he took it to a day of running, like nonstop running to get there. And I wish they would show them like, yes, they did a good job. But then when Daenerys left, until she got to the dream team of Westeros, I think they should have been like more frosted. Like if it looked like they've been there for days, and that would have made more sense why the Red Priest died. Mm-hmm. Just because he was injured and he was out in the cold for 2 days.
Well, lack of blood, so he wasn't.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like if he was just like, hey, they showed like maybe it could be like 30 seconds, like in the night they just go, and then the next morning just being like super pale and just being like joking, and then the next night you can see him just dead, and then they burn him, and then they will show you, 2 days passed since that, and then they appear, and they attack because they waited until the ice was frozen. That was my thing. I think fucking the Hound, it made sense that he was bored, and that's why he was throwing rocks.
And it makes sense for his character to do that, because this character is kind of impulsive and stupid.
Yeah, but if it was 2 days, it made sense. It didn't make so much sense. It seemed like it was like a couple of hours, and you'd be like, okay, boom, Yeah,
the timing is a little off. I mean, I agree with the... I don't care about the pacing of the show. That doesn't bother me. But, like, Dany going from Dragonstone...
all the way up in hours.
Yeah.
It seems
Dragonstone isn't like where Winterfell is. If she was at Winterfell, it would
Dragonstone
make sense.
is pretty close to King's Landing.
Yeah.
So, that was my thing. It seemed... The pace I liked. I liked the episodes. I just wish they showed the progression of time.
And lack of deaths. I think more people should have died. Like I thought, like we had talked before, I thought Jorah was gonna die, or like Gendry. I thought Beric was done.
My thing was, I thought Theon and Cersei, of course Littlefinger, and I thought I was and Jorah. But my thing is, in the topic of deaths. We
can already just jump to that part. We don't need to wait. Because, we're already done. I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, but that's like, it didn't see Game of Thrones. I feel like Jaime would have been a good way to kill him. Like that. Like, and all our theories that Jaime's going to strangle Cersei go out of the window.
I agree with you. Although I am glad not. Because my biggest thing is I've always wanted to see him fight alongside with the people that he caused problems for in the beginning of the season. Like them... fixing or trying to mend.
But that's not Game of Thrones. You may not get your redemption. You may not get your shot. You might be like, oh, Cersei, yes, kills him, and boom, and you're like,
no, I agree that is Game of Thrones. Because when that happened, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the last episode. We're talking about when Jaime goes
to see Cersei
for the last time after the big gathering of everyone.
I guess Cersei goes to Jaime more than Jaime goes to Cersei.
That's true, yeah, because he's talking to all the generals after seeing the White, and he's
freaking out,
discussing how they're going to move their armies up north to help fight this pending issue, so everyone in the world doesn't fucking die. Well, everyone in Westeros.
Although, so Cersei's plan, she basically said no to the deal. Then Tyrion goes, talks to her, leaves it like more open ending, and then, but I want to touch that later. Then goes back, and Cersei says, "Okay, we'll do it."
Yeah, we'll help you fight in the north.
But bravo, that fucking plan of Cersei is fucking genius. If you take it out of the fucking like Cersei's evil and Jon is good and she's being a bitch, she's a fucking genius.
No, she is a genius.
That's so smart. Like, if all those people can't stop really having the Lannisters there make too much of a difference, just the Lannisters.
Probably not, but
No.
it's not going to help them either. And and
But
Jamie is smart too.
But if they do finish, if the North does win, there's going to be a shit ton of casualties, which Cersei could take advantage and just finish them off.
Yeah, but she doesn't really have that much of an army left. I mean, most of the Lannister army
depends how many casualties there is. She is risking everything for the casualties.
Yeah, I do like how Euron was just like, "Oh no, I can't handle this White Walker. I'm just going to leave." And then at the end of the episode, she's like, "Oh no, he went to go get the Golden Company," which, and a lot of people they talk about that a lot in the books, and she's brought it up in the season before, and it's going to be a big part, which will be cool.
Yeah,
and I think
it's going to be different with the books.
This is my theory and I'm not going to get into full out predictions until we're done with talking about the episode, but I think my theory is we're going to have, because George R. R. Martin says he takes a lot from Tolkien, and I think we're going to have a battle of 5 armies moment, except not 5 armies, but like her armies are going to go up north and try to attack them, but she has no idea the White Walkers are already there. So almost there.
I don't see that. I really don't. What I think is going to happen. Well,
we'll go back to that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then let's do the other, the bombshell.
But
middle finger stuff.
Oh, hold on. Touching on Jamie, I definitely think I do think
he's the best commander. That Cersei. That I think
he made the best choice, and eventually I knew that he was gonna something. He already had a bunch of tipping points in this season. And it was just this last straw that he was going to do. And I agree with you. This is where we should talk about Jamie, is I think that the mountain was going to kill him. I agree with you there. Like, I feel like he
should have died there. I think he should have died. But now that he's going there and it's over, I think Khaleesi could not have a better general. He is more skilled than in general, as a general. Than Jon, than Tyrion, than Jorah, than the Dothraki. Like, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
I mean, he outsmarted Tyrion already.
He outsmarted Tyrion.
Jon's pretty good, but I don't.
He's not a. He is. Not a general.
He got them killed almost in the Battle of Bastards.
Yeah, so I think, and Jamie learned a lot from his mistakes
and from his dad, tactically.
But it's going to the next step. Littlefinger. What a great.
Dude, that was a fucking so awesome, that deception. Like, I thought the whole season, I thought the end of the season was going to be, I thought they were, I figured Littlefinger, actually that was the one spoiler I knew, I knew Littlefinger was going to die. Oh. Because our undisclosed friend told me that, but only because I was like, this is the main person I think that's going to die this season, but he didn't tell me how.
I think he did a good job, and the creators did a good job showing more or less the influence to Sansa. Doing and getting you there, but I think what he miscalculated, and he would have made it if Bran wasn't there.
Yeah, Bran, and I do like how they didn't dive in deep, like where Bran was trying to disclose, oh hey, this happened, that happened. But behind the scenes, he told them about what happened, and then that's how they formed their plan and the audience didn't know that until that scene played out. And I honestly thought, at first, I saw everyone in that room, and Arya was in there, and she's like, she raised her eyebrow, she's like, you really want to do this? And I was like, oh, dude, all these dudes are fucked. Like, she killed all of the fucking Freys.
No, but she killed with poison. All those motherfuckers show up and try to kill her, she's dead.
I mean, she's pretty good.
Dead. She may kill 2 or 3 of them, but she's dead.
I don't know.
No.
It would be good.
If she
wouldn't kill all of them, but she would kill a lot.
If she kills more than 5,
look at Jaqen. Jaqen didn't poison him.
Jaqen is, he's been training all his fucking life.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bothers me a little bit of Arya. She isn't supposed to be the best fucking killer in the, she's supposed to be a badass, but not the top dog of every top dog.
Yeah.
I think she should have killed 4, maybe 4 if that's the case, and then die. But that was not the case, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think Littlefinger calculated every single scenario except the one that he couldn't calculate, and that was Bran. He could not know that Bran could see the past.
Yeah.
And the thing that I'm surprised, that I wish they would change a little bit, if I could be, I would have been, but you need proof.
Well, yeah, but Bran could take them back.
Well, but new proof. When he takes them back, I think it would be fun if he said, I want to do it by combat. Because that's how he did a duel by combat against, was it Ned or Ned's brother?
Oh, yeah.
And the guy was like, don't do it, have mercy on him. He's innocent. And then Sansa, being Sansa, been like, please, just let him, just remove his title and let him go. And then Arya been like, the god of death needs out, and just sort of thing, like,
when they had their scene with Sansa and Littlefinger, and she's like, he's telling her, I like to play a little game. I thought she had already killed Littlefinger, and I thought that Arya was Littlefinger at that point and was talking to Sansa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
God, that was such a good part. That was one of the best parts of the episode, is just because I love how Sansa played that part so fucking well. Like, she's just sitting there, and then all of a sudden she's like,
Lord Baelish?
Yeah. And he played so well, too, because he's like, what? Like, he totally was caught off guard.
Yeah, he couldn't see it. And the guy who plans everything didn't plan for that outcome.
But, yeah, the only other person that's like him that's got his days numbered for sure, we know, is Varys. He's dying next season. I hope not. I like him way more than Littlefinger. But,
Talking now, I was going to talk about, like, reunions. Seeing the Hound, seeing Brienne, and Brienne was like, didn't I kill you? Like, that little shock, and he's like, but there was, like, the little moment of, like, hey, I did it for her. And he was like, I did it for her, too. So they both understood each other, and he's like, well,
I'm not going to get in her way now.
No, he's like, oh, well, she's in Winterfell. And he was like, relief. And he's like, well, wait, who's protecting her? And he's like,
she doesn't, the only need, yeah.
And then he was like, he was proud. And he was like, oh, I taught her that.
I liked him because he got like a little pep in his step. And he's like, he's smiling. And I was like, yeah. I really like seeing the Hound happy because he's like, through the most of the series, he's all like kind of depressed and shit. And then like he's like a completely different person now. And I'm so glad they didn't kill him off. And he's
and then also with the Hound on the mountain.
Yeah, that was cool. I think my favorite was, Tyrion, Podrick, and Bronn together. I miss that trio from season 2, and they're all just sitting there, and I love it. And he's like, you can finish kissing his magic cock later. And I was watching it with our friends I told you about, and they're like, magic cock? I don't get it. I'm like, because he didn't have to pay the prostitutes in season 2. They were just... And so, like, Tyrion and him, I was like, that is a solid callback to the second season.
Yeah. And then I also like the Brienne, Jaime, and Cersei.
Oh, that was a good one, yeah, because she's like...
But it was very subtle. There was no talking, but you can tell, like, Brienne was like, oh, I'm going to get in between that.
Well, and you could tell Cersei was, like, ate up. She was totally jealous of that. Because she as soon as Brienne walked in, she looked.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to applaud, now that you say that, like, what a great job of Cersei's actress.
Oh, yeah.
Littlefinger's. Like, those two...
Lena Headey did such a good job this episode.
Yeah, episode 10, both of them did a great job. Like, Lord Baelish did a great job, and Cersei did a great job, so bravo.
I want to say one lackluster part that I agree with IGN. They have a show called Dragons on the Wall that they talked about, and I agree with them that I felt like I was hoping for more banter between Dany and Cersei. Like, Cersei's like, hey... You're late.
I think it was subtle.
It was subtle, but like you could tell, like Dany was looking at her, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm late." But deep down inside, she's like, "You just saw the 4-story dragon, didn't you?"
I don't think it's about the dragon. It was more just like showing who's boss.
Yeah, and
she was late, and she was like, "My apologies."
Cersei could have been all ate up about the Golden Company, but I mean, Dany could have just been like that, and then that fucking place would have been done. Because she has 2 dragons. And she has 100,000 Dothraki and 10,000 Unsullied. Well, probably 8,000 now.
Plus all the North.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think... that was... I really was happy to see everyone together. And I love that part of the episode because everyone's been complaining about we haven't had a lot of character development in this season. We haven't had a lot of people talking about, in between characters that we haven't seen for a while. Like that part with Jaime and Tyrion first meet each other under in the crypt or whatever, or the dragon crypt, and then he's like, oh, I told Bronn I was going to kill you, and then, like, they didn't really talk that much. It was like, you think that would be more, but on this episode, you can tell that, like, they talked more, they connected more.
Yeah, because I think once Jaime realized that he didn't kill, out of the shadow of a doubt, he didn't kill Joffrey, and the dad and Dad knew it. He had to know it.
Oh yeah, he just hated his son because he killed his wife.
Yeah, and he used that. I think that was more of like the forgiving part. Like, okay, but I think Tyrion might kill Cersei, or
I think it's still going to be Jaime.
So, what do you think Cersei and Tyrion talked about after he realized she was pregnant?
I think it was just he managed to get her. Okay, so. Obviously,
Cersei has to get something out of it
probably, but so we're talking about. I know we're kind of jumping ahead, but at the end of the episode, when Dany and Jon are fucking, Tyrion has a look. He's just like kind of scared, but kind of disappointed, and there's a lot of rumors going around about that.
My rumor is a lot of people say he's going to betray Dany. I don't think he's going to betray Dany. I thought. He assumed that she couldn't have children, so to ensure the peace, he was gonna make Cersei's kid the heir. Not telling that to Dany. He was gonna tell Dany, "Hey, this is gonna be how you're gonna do it. That's how we get peace." That was and then with that happening, it mixes up the story because now you have, if they're together, you're gonna have a king and a queen. Mm-hmm. And that complicates everything because Cersei's gonna be like, fuck now. So that's why he's worried. I don't think it's a betrayal, but I think he promised the heir to her.
I don't think it's gonna be a betrayal either. I think that's just we have 6 episodes left. That would be a much larger arc that they would have to dive into, and there's just not enough time for them to be like, oh, Tyrion's betrayal, because people would want to be like, well, why is he doing this? So, why did he do this? And if you look at Tyrion through all of the whole series. That's not Tyrion. Tyrion isn't someone that's a backstabber. I mean, that's not him.
Yeah, I don't think it's him. But do you see him promising the...
Nope.
What is your thing?
Well, I read on IGN today that the director and Peter Dinklage said that, it's more so, and this is my theory before I even read this, was that Tyrion is always one step ahead, and he notices that relationships in the Game of Thrones is always a complication, and he notices that this is only going to complicate things because they haven't even mended the North yet. The North isn't even bowing to Dany yet, and yet these two are sleeping together, which is going to complicate everything. And so he's just like, oh, this is going to fuck shit up. And that's what the director and Tyrion said. He's just like, yeah, this is...
Yeah, but they're not going to tell you...
They're not
going to tell you a huge plot thing.
I honestly, with as much time, I really hope that it's that, because I don't want to waste more time on other drama when they have other things that they should be worrying about. Like, I would rather them spend...
But that's been the whole entire show.
Nah, but...
That's the whole entire show.
But we have
all this drama episodes
left. My worry is like, if they introduce more drama...
It's not introducing more drama. It's saying, hey, I told Cersei that if she backs us, her kid will be the heir.
Yeah,
and it will be and he's gonna see a lot of people get their through marriage. We're doing this a different way. We are breaking the wheel. Remember?
Yeah,
and you cannot do that you do this by being this. So that's what
I mean. That's yours is a way better theory than he fucking betraying. I don't get that theory because it frustrates me, because if people would just take a second and think about it. And I get, Tyrion's always been sympathetic to his nieces, but he still thinks about the bigger picture, and, that's why he sent away his niece in the second season. He does it, I get, he cares about them, but...
He got it through marriage. He got an alliance through marriage.
But I don't think he is ever going... He would never backstab Dany.
I don't think he's backstabbing, it's just... And then Dany's gonna be mad, and he's told you not to.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Dany is trying to destroy the wheel, and you don't destroy it. And I think he wants more like a democratic process. But if Dany has a kid, I can see Dany not wanting to destroy the wheel because now she has an heir.
Well, I don't think. See, and the thing is also is like Aegon. He is
Jon?
Well, the original Aegon Targaryen.
Which one?
The original Aegon.
There's like 6.
Well, the one that is
The Conqueror?
Yeah, Aegon.
So that's the second.
Yeah, so he was known for being okay with incest or whatever. People are foreshadowing that Jon's just going to be like, "Fuck it, I don't care. She's hot as shit. At least it's not my sister."
Yeah. I think.
I don't know.
If Jon is technically will be Aegon the Sixth. The White Wolf, King of the Andals, and the First Man.
How fucking crazy is that, though? Like, the whole time he's been Jon Snow, but now we actually know his real fucking name.
You think he's gonna change it?
No. Because, like he said, he's like he told Theon, he's like, you're a Stark, and you're a...
Yeah, but I think it's a different changes when you when your name is Aegon Targaryen and you're the fucking ruler, like...
Yeah, but he was in the Night's Watch, and I don't think he's going to be the same. I think, honestly, there's going to be 2 scenarios here. Honestly, he's Aragorn. I mean, fucking Aragorn was like that, oh, I don't want to be king, and then there's the last battle, and he's like, oh, I'm king, and I think it'd be cool if he's in, like, some badass fucking Targaryen armor versus, but I don't know, he's a fucking Stark, man. I mean, like, he is...
I think at the end of the show, he's gonna have to...
I think he's gonna be in the north, I think Dany is gonna be in the south. I don't think they're gonna stay together, and I think that they're gonna... Or Dany's dying. I think Dany is gonna die versus Jon, because Jon has already made that sacrifice.
I don't know. We'll see. I guess, that's the part that, like, intrigues me of next season, but how long is it going to take for the next season?
2019. So we literally have two seasons of fucking Walking Dead, a season of Westworld.
And they haven't talked about the length of the episodes, so are they still thinking 60, or are they going to do 80s?
Some of them are going to be feature length, like hour and a half longer.
I noticed that episode, like, it wasn't great, but I'm used to the 60-minute format. Mm-hmm. So when they passed those 60 minutes, I was like subconsciously saying, "Oh, they're gonna wrap this up." How, like, what a shitty fucking fight, ending if they just wrap it out, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they killed Jaime. I thought when they killed Jaime, it was gonna be the scene, and then it went to the next, and it was like, oh, that's shitty. Why were they gonna wrap it out with them? And then it's like,
I knew it was longer because IGN.
But I knew it too, but it was like the subconscious way, like you're used to like that 60-minute format, so you get used to that, sitting down. And
Did you even know that the 9th episode was the second longest episode? Because that one was longer than the last season's season finale.
Yeah, I noticed that they were longer, but there was this one made it, like, for me, was knowing there was that there had to be some sort of closure, and now they're like breaking.
Yeah,
although I have to say, I was a bit disappointed with the CGI with the wall falling.
I will have to say, I did call that.
The wall was going to fall?
I did call that. Because you told me, you're like, I don't see them breaking the wall.
They only broke a section of it.
But it's still, they fucking broke the wall. I mean, like, they blew it the fuck up. Like, that dragon, that was so badass, dude. He flew in, and, like, once he started just hovering there and going into it, there was just one point where he just blast that fucking flame into the wall, and it just goes straight through it. You're talking about a wall that is like probably like a mile thick, and it just goes. It was like, oh shit! I think the CGI with the Set Baylor was better.
Yeah, much better. This with CGI,
it was good.
Like
the dragon was
the
fucking
Night
cool.
King looked kind of funky in it. It didn't look really.
Well, he's a new actor. Did you know that?
Oh no.
Yeah, they changed actors this season for the Night King. He's Russian.
Huh.
But yeah, I definitely. I think the dragon was fucking sick. Like, the fire, everything. I was like, dude, this dragon is bad. And seeing the Night King just right up there, and he's just still like, he has no emotion. His face is just, and I was just like, dude, this dude is a badass.
So, do you think Bran is the Night King?
Mm-mm.
What's your theory of the Night King?
I just think he was a dude. I don't know.
In the books, they say he's the brother for Stark, of the King Stark, and the King Stark eventually defeats him and kills him. So in the books there's different Night Kings. Mm-hmm. So there's a Night King, and then there's the some other thing.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see. I think it'd be cool because, I mean, obviously we saw when you have the 9th episode when they're trying to capture the White Walker, we found out that if you kill one of the whites and it gets captured, those zombies, then all those die. So if you kill it, obviously Jon's going to be the one that kills the Night King. It just makes sense.
My thing is...
Because they have like a thing going on. And it's just like in the 9th episode, they stared at each other again.
And he just raises his arms and raises all day.
Or just like, even when he took the spear out, like Jon and him were sitting there fucking, he was fighting and stuff. And like, yeah, Jon is...
I wonder is how many Night White Walkers are there?
That's what I was wondering too, because when they go to the wall... When you see Tormund and Beric sitting there staring at him,
like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there wasn't that many.
So I was wondering, like, when Jon has killed 2, Sam has killed 1. I wonder if they're walking, they're like da da da, and then suddenly
there's probably more.
Like 100 just fall down dead. Like, oh, one of us died.
Well, we know that Brienne's probably going to kill one because she has a Valyrian steel sword.
Jaime
Arya
doesn't.
No,
Arya has a dagger.
See, I think there's. So, yeah, I mean...
Who has Tommen's sword? Jaime?
Tommen's sword wasn't Valyrian steel.
Yes, it was.
No, Jaime doesn't have his sword. Jaime has...
they made 2.
And Sam has one. Sam has his dad's Valyrian steel.
But Tommen had one because ice was converted into 2.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, Tommen had one. It was called...
I bet Cersei has it.
Willowsmaker, or whatever it's called. That was Joffrey's, and then it became... Because Oathkeeper and Widowmaker, then there's Longclaw.
And then, of course, now they have the Dragon Glass, so that also... Because that's what Jorah was using the whole time.
And the Hound. The Hound eventually takes it out. He throws the hammer of Poor.
I hope the fucking hammer that...
It's gone.
Gendry makes a fucking hammer out of Dragon Glass. That would be sick. He was bad. I think he was way better with the hammer than the Hound. The Hound was just brute strengthening it, which it was cool when the Hound used his strength and broke the ice and they fell through. I was like, that is fucking cool.
I wonder if they're going to make a big-ass arrow for the dragon.
They don't know about that. Well, Bran does. I guess Bran was sitting there. He was warging when he said...
Dany knows about it.
No, she doesn't.
Pulled the fucking thing out of it.
No, Dany doesn't know about the ice dragon, though.
Oh, not the ice dragon, but I mean the...
And Tormund... See, my other theory is, and we can start getting into predictions and stuff, but I think, because I'm pretty sure Tormund and Beric survived. They were on the other side.
I assume too.
Yeah.
At the end,
so they're
going to believe
they're going to fucking run to Castle Black, which isn't that far. They're going to go to Castle Black, and then when they get to Castle Black, they're going to tell those guys, hey, they're on the other side of the fucking wall. Your job is to fucking stop this, so we're all going to Winterfell, and then we're going to... Because my theory is... I know you probably have theories on this also, but we don't have a lot of episodes left. Winterfell's not far from the wall.
Do you want to know my real theory?
Well, my thing is...
A meteor falls down the earth.
They all fucking die.
Dead.
Yeah.
And then...
Game of Thrones was for nothing.
And then all those dragons are going to be the dinosaurs, and that's our world.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
And then they just build it like, we're human now.
But, so I think that when they get to Winterfell, I think a lot of it is they're going to have the conflict of Dany and Jon. Like, Jon's going to get there and Bran's going to be like, hey friend, guess what? You're a fucking Targaryen. And he's going to be like, oh no, I thought my aunt. And then, well, that's going to be cool too because, Jorah's with them. So Jorah and them are going to, like, meet back up and be like, oh, thanks for saving my life, buddy. And then, of course, the Hound will see Arya again.
I want to see that.
I want to see Arya and Jon together. That's my biggest thing. That's going to be super emotional. And I want Dany to see fucking Ghost. I am so pissed off that this whole season...
No Ghost?
We didn't see Ghost. Like, come on, dude. Like, I get, like, one season of not seeing Bran. That makes sense. But not seeing Ghost, like...
or mention him.
It's
like, I have a big-ass werewolf.
Yeah. It's Jon's, like, right... The whole series, he's been with Jon, like, his right-hand companion. And then, like, all of a sudden, he's just, nope, not there. He's just gone.
That's what I hope he doesn't get the dragon, because if he rides one of the dragons, why would he need the wolf?
Well, because the wolf can still go in and fight. But
I mean, it won't be the same.
I don't know.
The wolf is taller than him, technically.
Yeah. But I think that that's going to be like the kind of the episode, and then like all the characters. So like Jaime's going to come in, and they're going to all be talking, and be like, "Oh, what's our strategy?"
Do you think Nymeria is going to show up again?
No,
with a whole bunch of pack of wolves.
That would be cool, like when they fight. But
I can
And
see it, like, if Arya falls down
Yeah.
and looks like she's gonna die, and then Nymeria just, like, comes out, and a whole bunch of wolves show up and start attacking.
I think at the end they're gonna leave episode 1 right when they all of a sudden, like, either they're gonna hear the dragon, or they're gonna just see someone's gonna look at the tower, like in Winterfell, and just see one of the fucking White Walkers out there, and then just be like, oh fuck, and then the second episode will be
Winter falling.
winter falling, and then like they have to fall back. But I still think that it's gonna be like they're gonna be fighting, or before they get. It can't be that long because Winterfell is not far from the Wall.
It's still a good day or two.
Yeah, but I mean, like, King's Landing is a lot further. It's like a month away.
I just think if I was the Night's King, I would avoid Winterfell.
That would be fucking awesome if they just go straight to fucking King's Landing.
Yeah,
And surprise everyone.
that's what I'm
I
asking.
hope, which actually might make sense, because if you, in Dany's prediction and her premonition in the second season, the throne is just fucking barren.
Yeah, and I think Cersei will escape.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my assumption. Like, because it wouldn't. If I was the Night King, that's what I would do. I would avoid Winterfell because Winterfell would be fucking to the teeth of full people.
You know what my
plus 2 fucking dragons there,
yeah.
and he doesn't have the big dragon.
No.
He has the small one.
Yeah. The smallest one.
Yeah, so I'm not so sure about, like, if I was a Night King, I'd be like, whoop!
Yeah.
And then attack from the south.
Plus, Dany has 100,000 Dothraki,
It doesn't matter.
which, I mean,
to him.
yeah.
Because every Dothraki that he kills is another one to his pack.
Yeah. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. I didn't even think about him going straight south.
That's what I'm assuming. Like, anybody's gonna think
That would make
Winterfell,
more sense because, like,
I think they're gonna come, Winterfell's gonna be prepared, and
like,
they're gonna be like, where are they? And they're gonna be showing, like
Beric and, like, the night, and, Tormund could have the Night's Watch with them. They're like, fuck, hey, Jon, fuck. And then Bran, I'm sure Bran will tell them before, but, like...
You know something that I think is gonna happen, my other theory that's gonna happen, is I think they're gonna show up, there's gonna be, Jon is gonna be, oh, he's Aegon Targaryen, and Cersei's gonna be like, how can I trust Bran, blah, blah. And guess who's gonna show up?
Who?
The other person that knows the true origins of Jon. The guy who was with Ned Stark. The father of the two with Bran.
Oh, you're talking Howland Reed?
He's gonna show up with his army to Winterfell to support the Winterfell, and he's gonna be...
Dude, is Howland Reed still alive?
Yeah.
Dude,
he's the only...
that'd be sick if he fucking shows
and
up.
I hope he shows up and we finally see him.
Well, no, he doesn't know, though, because...
He does. Because, well,
the only person that knows is Ned, because Ned couldn't tell
yeah,
anybody.
and Ned comes out of the fucking tower with a fucking baby after going and getting her sister. He's not gonna make the connection. He's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be.
Oh, you just saved my life, but I'm not gonna make
Game of Thrones, man.
I'm not gonna ask any fucking questions. But by the way, after that,
they have honor. I'm not gonna ask any questions.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. He knows. Him and Ned know.
So I definitely think. I don't know. My idea is great, but I do feel like that would be real soon for them because I mean, fuck. If the Night King just was like, well, now you guys don't have time to prepare, and they're just all like, fuck, because they're all in Winterfell. I mean, the dragons are there and stuff, but
yeah, that's what I think could happen.
But
I hope that the Night King talks like this.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey, Jon, I just want to let you know that I'm kind of a badass.
You know the guy from Family Guy who has the mustache and the little...
I think you all brought some snacks.
Yes, I would love if he had that type of
Hey,
voice.
John, I just want to let you know that I'm here to take your army.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like, you can hang out.
It's a winter cool.
Yeah. Cool breeze. I like your girl Dany, but she's gonna die too.
I hope he could give a little bit more exposition of the Winter King, of the Night, why he went back.
Yeah.
A little bit. Sort of it.
I told my buddy at work, I was like, what I really want is I just want like a, kind of like I want them like some big ass fucking battle to happen, but I want everyone fucking fighting. I want like fucking Brienne in there, Jaime, Bronn, everyone fucking fighting.
Jaime with that
He still did a decent job against the Dothraki. I mean, they got his ass kicked, but he still did.
I think he should take the fucking...
If I could put a knife on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Or like some...
dragon glass.
Yeah.
Medium sword, so he has one sword on the dragon glass. And just like...
As much as a douchebag as he was, like, I'm glad he was just like, no, I promised these people that we're going to go there.
Have you noticed that Ned always criticized Jaime for lack of honor, but Ned broke his honor for family.
Yep.
And now Jaime is breaking his family for honor.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's actually a good comparison.
Yeah, like Ned was always so hard on him because he was thinking he had no honor, but at the end of the day, he had more honor than.
I don't know what's sinking in
because sister was pregnant with a kid, and Ned broke his honor.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, I'm following. Yeah, that's a good. See, like, I don't know what's setting in more.
Do you think Hodor's gonna reappear as a Hodor on the
direwolves? Like a White Walker? Oh, it's possible.
He should, unless they just cut him in little pieces. But I am assuming that if I was the Night King, it's like that's a big motherfucker. Bring him up, especially with a wolf.
He's part giant.
I know.
Yeah.
I wonder how that fucking happened because those giants are pretty big.
Yeah.
To fuck a
normal person.
A normal person. Poor woman.
I don't know what I'm more so about though. Like, am I excited for the last season or I'm depressed because it's like an end of an era and it's like the last season? Like, I am happy that they're finishing up the story and it's not something that's going to run on forever. But then again, God, I'm
happy that it's finishing.
I just don't want it to be
because we have the books and the book's going to be different. So is it over?
I don't want to be disappointed, but I don't think it will because obviously they've saved their best director for the last season, part of it, which is the guy who did Battle of the Bastards, Hard Home, and he did the last episode of last season also.
For me, it's what's the writing, and I hope JR comes. I noticed a little bit that writing lacked a little bit. I hope he comes back and just guides it correctly.
He's actually not that good of a writer. He actually has people help him write his books. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, he has the overall premise of the book, but he has people that come in and they're not, like, they kind of help out also because he's not, like, the world's best writer.
I don't know, but...
He gives them ideas.
But the storyline goes on. I think D&D here went a little bit by themselves a little bit. I think they could have done the Littlefinger a little bit better.
I think it was perfect. I
wish that he would have done like...
For me, like, him being one of my favorite characters, like, his death was just... Because it was unexpected. Like, he
I would have continued with that. I continue, but when he got caught, I would have changed a few little things there.
I just don't think that, like, I understand why they did what they did because they couldn't give a trial because he would have manipulated his way out of it. He would have found a way to get out, and then he would have been...
But that's Littlefinger. That was what makes Littlefinger so great. But and I think he would have been like, okay, well then, my only option, like Tyrion, is be trial by combat.
But Bran he outsmarted him. But no one...
Sansa outsmarted him.
Yeah, Sansa I'm pretty sure she did most of it, but like Bran probably came to them and was like, hey... You guys realize he's the reason why Dad's dead, right?
I think it was Sansa. I'm gonna give Littlefinger's death.
90%
to Sansa.
90's fair. She was fan-fucking-tastic.
She finally figured her shit out.
She's like, "Oh, you mean selling me to the Boltons?" He's like, "Wait, what? Let's talk. I can explain everything." She's like, "Nah." But although I do like how Arya was like, you know, she's like, "You just passed the sentence. I was the executioner," and I was like.
Because of the dad?
That was kind of a burn because, like, the dad always taught them.
Who passes the sentence, but I think they're going to rule together.
Oh.
That's my thing, that how I took that, like, you control, but I'm the hammer.
Yeah.
And I think it's...
I'm just glad that they weren't actually fighting. Like, I feel like I'm happy...
It didn't make sense that they were actually started, like, from the get-go.
No.
Like...
I think
I could understand why Sansa wrote that fucking letter. Anybody who fucking has a heart understands that they were like...
I think what happened was Arya, when she was fighting Brienne, she she noticed, obviously she saw Littlefinger before, but noticed Littlefinger, and then was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then she, I don't know, I feel like there was just a lot more manipulation in that, like, ahead of time. Like, they knew.
Do you think we're going to get the Click Gamble?
Oh, no, we are. That's what they said, but I think they're going to meet in battle. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a bowl.
So how is going to be, they're going to...
Or the other one is that Arya and the Hound go on a renegade mission, and they go to King's Landing to kill Cersei, and then Arya can't go without the Hound because the Hound's the only person that can kill the Mountain. Technically, I mean, she could probably.
So you think that Arya and the Hound are going? The Hound's going to fight the Mountain, and Cersei's going to be killed by Arya.
But Jaime's going to die before then, and Arya's going to take his face. And then that's going to be how they say, because in the premonition, you get killed by one of your brothers, and then she has his face and kills her, and she thinks it's Jaime.
Well,
but then
has the two hands, because that's because he's going to think she's going to go on. Yeah, he's going to be like.
But Arya's good at fabricating that, so I'm sure she's going to take the hand or whatever. But I don't know. That's the theory. I don't think.
What would have happened if my theory that now that you say that sounds like a really good theory of them two going. What happens if they go, and the Mountain is
a White Walker?
No, not a White Walker. White. Is this called?
Yeah.
White, and that is how
he's obviously a zombie, and I'm fairly certain. I thought about this yesterday when I was running. I'm like, dude, the Night King's gonna come up somehow, some way, and he's gonna see that big motherfucker, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, you're dead, mine." Or he's gonna just touch him like he usually does. He can do that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's dead.
He's the most powerful person in Westeros right now. I mean, everybody else has tools to defeat the Night King, but overall, the Night King is the most powerful. I mean, he just fucking resurrected a goddamn dragon with his fucking fingernail. He's just like, alive.
I wish they would have done it more like he did that, and you can see some like...
Oh, like it would taking it out.
Take him out a little bit out,
but instead he's just like... Tap! So you're gonna come with me, and we're gonna go destroy this wall. So
it seems, he seems. But I don't know.
I have one question. So what would you give this overall season out of a 10?
Out of a 10, a good 8, 8.5.
8.5 is solid. There were some differences that I did.
I mean, it's fun.
I'm still weirded out about the whole Dany and Jon thing. Like, I get why they did it, because obviously those two didn't know, and it's going to create
some tension.
But it's still, like, as much incest as the show has already had. I'm just like, God damn it. But then again, I'm like, you know what? I don't blame Jon, because she is hot as shit.
Yeah.
So my last question for the night is, overall, do you think shows are going the route where they're going to be less every year and more so like every other year to create better content? Like, like this is coming out in 2019 because
depends on the show.
They're trying to make it the best last season.
I think it's depending on the show.
Westworld's doing the same thing.
I think Westworld, Game of Thrones are going this way. I may see it with Walking Dead right at the end, but overall, most of the shows cannot do that. Mm-hmm. You need to be in the top dog level for you to be able to skip a year with no hiccups. That's
pretty big top dogs. I mean, Sherlock does it. Doctor Who does it.
Top dogs? They're top dogs. But you go to TV right now, put the first channel on. Can a Big Bang Theory do it? No.
No. No.
Can a Gotham do it? No. Can the majority do it? No.
Gotham's on its way out. I don't see that show lasting longer.
Can Arrow, Flash, whatever you want to call it,
the bigger cinematic shows are going to have to
And Walking Dead, it will be hard for them to do it because AMC still needs that revenue.
Oh yeah, I don't see Walking Dead ever doing that.
So that's why it's like.
But Breaking Bad did that, and
no, they didn't do that. 2 years?
Oh no, yeah, no, they did. They even Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels did that. Like they had the full season, but they did half of the season 2 Augusts ago, and then a year ago they played the last half. So, and Breaking Bad did that with and Mad Men did that with the last
But you have
season.
to get to there. You have to go to the. I was just saying, like I can see it in Walking Dead, but right at the end.
That's how they would manipulate it. AMC would. They wouldn't do it where they're filming and wait until they film the whole season. They would have the whole season filmed, but they're going to do, we're going to split it in half, so then they can have one year, one the other, so then they can make money off of it that way.
That's what I see. Like, I see it at the end, but but being truthfully in the overall shows, no.
Yeah.
It's Game of Thrones can do it. Game of Thrones didn't do it. This is the first time they did it. Westworld was one of the first shows that did it in the second season.
Yeah.
But it's because they need something and I think they're doing it because they needed something in the time for Game of Thrones.
Well, and they have to.
I think it's because of Game of Thrones.
Well, a lot of it's the filming too, because it's more extensive filming for Westworld.
True, but
look how
bad would it have been if they had 18 to 19. There's no Westworld or Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they would probably be lackluster. They would be.
So that's why
Yeah.
They push West, and it's sure it also helps to push good content, but they push it. This year you get Westworld. Next year you get Game of Thrones. The year after that, back
more
to
Westworld.
More Westworld, and then whatever's
Westworld
new.
probably every year after that, then because.
And then whatever the new Game of Thrones shows up.
Yeah, because they're gonna. I'm pretty sure because they said you'll see familiar characters, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Robert's Rebellion is gonna be that story. We'll have younger characters like younger Jamie, younger.
Nah, I don't see.
Well, I think that's it. This is a longer episode.
So follow us on YouTube, on Two Ordinary Nerds, on Twitter, Facebook, and send us an email at twoordinarynerds@gmail.com.
UFC, refund us our money.
And cheers.
Cheers.